Hello everyone, welcome to The Geekdom, the place where we outcast come talk about the things we love, and welcome to another episode of Comics of the Week, where I walk you through some of the coolest comics that are coming out this week from the main sort of comic distributors. We're going to start off like we did last time with DC. They're my favourite comic book company, and also they've got a fair few issues coming out this week, starting with Absolute Batman number 11. Absolute Batman. What a run! What a run. I really love what comic books are doing nowadays with Absolute and the Ultimate Universe at Marvel. And the Absolute Batman universe has had some absolutely amazing things going on for it. And in Absolute Batman number 11, the issue coming out on Wednesday, today when this gets uploaded, we get to see the origin of Absolute Bane. So that's going to be really cool. I love Bane, one of my favourite Batman villains, so I'm super excited to see the Absolute version's origin. It's going to be so good. A definite pickup for me. Next up, we have Absolute Flash, number 6. Okay, Wally. I'm loving Wally in Absolute Flash. I love anything with Wally West. To be fair, I've got a bit of bias there because I love Wally West. I love him to pieces. He's the best Flash out of all of them. And in this issue, we're going to find out who's been chasing Wally West and what their link is to Project Olympus and all that sort of stuff. So I'm really excited to see that. Loving this run. Once again, I'm loving all the Absolute stuff. I love the Absolute Wally suit. It's an acquired taste, I think, but I love the little white accents in there. I think that's really cool. So I'm very excited for that. Next up, the latest issue from my favourite superhero from DC, Nightwing, number 129. So, at the minute in Nightwing, there's stuff that's taken over Titan's tower, and all the Titans are locked in some sort of like 5th dimensional prison. So Nightwing is going to have to figure out who this person is, how to save his friends, and how to stop everyone. Classic, Nightwing, Titans shenanigans, but it should be great. I love Nightwing. I'll read anything with Nightwing in it. Obviously a pickup for me. Halt, viewers. Before we continue, consider subscribing. We're this close from 1,000. It would make me super happy. If you like comic news, if you like Lego, hit the button. It would do a big favour to me. Thank you very much. Love you all. You're all my favourite people. Continue with the video. Next up, we have a pretty special one, and that's Detective Comics issue number 1100. Yeah. It's a lot of issues. It's the comic book that started it all. I mean, how many years ago is that? I've got this written down here somewhere. In March of 1937. We had Detective Comics number 1. We saw a bit of Batman here and there. And now look at it. DC is huge. So, 1,099 issues later, we're here. And it looks like a pretty just nice story. It's nothing crazy. By the sounds of things, I think Batman and Robin are trying to help find a little boy's best friend. I think that's maybe been kidnapped or something. So, it's classic Gotham shenanigans. And I think it's just going to be quite a heartwarming issue, but it's also going to cover some interesting topics as well. Kind of like, would Gotham be better without Batman? And it's going to talk about kind of like Bruce's life outside of being Batman, and does he make the right efforts as Bruce Wayne as well to improve Gotham? So I think it's going to be a pretty interesting read for Batman fans. I personally am super excited for it. Honestly, it's probably the one I'm most excited for this week. I think it sounds really lovely, and I'll probably be picking it up. And also, it's Tom Taylor, who I'd trust him to look after my firstborn. I think he has a great writing style, so I think it'll be great. Next up, we're on to Marvel, and we've got The Amazing Spider-Man, number 10. I've read the synopsis. I'm not that caught up with The Amazing Spider-Man because I've been preferring to read Ultimate and stuff like that. Sounds quite interesting. The synopsis basically calls it The Resolute Spider-Man, which and in it, supposedly Peter has decided he needs to be stronger by any means necessary. He will get stronger. And it also says in the synopsis that he's not pulling any punches this time. We've seen him do that before, and he punched off a villain's jaw. So we might see some pretty cool Spidey fighting panels and stuff. So I think this is going to be really awesome. And something I do want to bring up, the cover, I think it is the A cover of this comic book, looks awesome. It's just it's like a newspaper. It's a Daily Bugle page just talking about what Spidey's been up to. It talks about the brutal side of the Amazing Spider-Man. I think it's going to be cool. I might honestly get it just for the cover. The cover looked great. Now, I was looking through my list of Marvel comics that are coming out this week, and one did catch my eye, and it's Black Cat #1. I love Black Cat. I think she's a great Spider-Man character, and honestly, besides Gwen, she's probably my favourite Spider-Man love interest. I think she's really interesting. And it seems in this, due to what Spidey's been cooking up at the minute, as I just said, he's getting a bit more brutal, she's decided to step in as a superhero. So she's like a full-on hero now, and I think in this issue she's going to fight the Lizard, another one of my favourite Spider-Man characters. So that sounds like a pretty interesting matchup. I quite like the idea of that. It sounds like it should be a really fun and interesting read. So if you're a Black Cat fan like me, maybe go and pick this one up. It could prove to be something interesting. And as I say, #1s, people kind of covet them, so you might want to grab this. Next we have Ultimate Black Panther #19. I put this on here because it's on one of the highest ranks of like pull lists at the minute. Everyone seems to be loving Ultimate Black Panther. I haven't read much of the Ultimate Universe outside of Spider-Man, but if they're on any sort of the same level, it must be a banger. I mean, this one sounds quite interesting as well. It covers a lot to do with like the mysteries of vibranium, and I think T'Challa's got like a big fight. Like he's like leading a campaign against the villains in this one. I don't know too much about the story. I'll hold my hands up because once again I haven't really been reading Ultimate Black Panther, but it sounds to me like this is going to be some sort of culmination of a story, or at least the beginning of the next chapter of it. So, you know, probably a very interesting read. Next up, we have Wolverine, #12. In this, Wolverine, like, finds his super, like, centuries-old mother, and is attempting to save her like he couldn't do when he was a child. That's essentially the synopsis that we've been given, and, you know, it sounds interesting. They all do. It's a good week for comics. Last week was great, this week's great as well. Yeah. Sounds pretty cool. Everyone loves Wolverine. We all love the X-Men. Why not give it a read? Next up, we're going to get into some of our more indie releases, but I do want to point out something which I forgot to say last week, and that is that there is a comic that will still be on shelves this week, which was Power Rangers and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I bring this up because I know everyone's like really into the Power Rangers right now because of Fortnite. I haven't. But, you know, I know everyone loves them, and I think that series will be really, really well reviewed. So, if you're into either of those groups, go and read that. Just thought I'd mention it. I've only got 2 on my, like, sort of, like, image list this week, because it was the only 2 that I thought sounded super interesting. One being Invincible Universe Battle Beast #4. It's a Battle Beast story. I mean, these things must be selling really well. It's Invincible. Everyone loves Invincible. I'm glad they're bringing out more stuff in that universe, since the actual story of Invincible ended years ago. And Battle Beast, such an awesome character. I'm not going to say too much about the story because even I don't know too much yet. The synopsis we got was very, very brief. But it's Battle Beast. You know, go and read it. We all love Invincible. Come on. And we have G.I. Joe #10, which involves Baroness versus Cover Girl, right? And it's also, you know, it sounds like Cobra Commander and Destro's alliance is... There's a bit of friction there, okay? The Energon universe has been popping off recently. As I said last week, we've got a new issue of Transformers, which, you know, it's good stuff, right? The Energon universe has been popping off. If this series is anywhere close to the Transformers one, it's worth it. If you like Transformers, if you like G.I. Joe, if you're a kid of the 80s, you know, it's definitely for you. Give it a read. Well, anyway, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I do hope you have enjoyed. If you have, feel free to like and subscribe. As I keep saying, we're this far from 1,000 subscribers. How awesome would that be? If I could just be like, yeah, I got 1,000 subscribers. So, hit the big red button. That would make me happy. Well, everyone, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time. See you later.